everybody who is watching this fantastic video. My name is Olenjolai Singo from beautiful, fantastic country that's called the United Republic of Tanzania, and this is our national flag. I would like to take this moment to welcome you onto our online school that's called Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Okay, so in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Okay, so Olenjolai is the founder of this fantastic and generational platform. Okay, so in square bracket Olenjolai. Also, I'd like to take this moment to welcome onto our official YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online A-Level Circuit School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Okay, so before even I take you into the today's session, which is very fantastic, and introductions, I would like to welcome all the Form 5 students who are beginning the journey of learning basic applied mathematics. This is a fantastic online schools, generational. You might use yourself and even your children will find these contents because they are very powerful by using the power of the internet. So I would like to remind you the vision of this of the Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. This is the vision that God has revealed in my mind, that I should be a part of, or it means that the vision we have in our mind is this. I would like to prepare students who are serious, who will be ready to take advanced education in mathematics, combined with advanced education in science subject. It means that physics, chemistry, including even biology and agricultural science, and combined with the spiritual knowledge of the Word of God, right? The Word of the truth, right? In order to solve real life problems. So our main objective in these platforms, or in this in Tanzania Online as advanced secondary school, is we want to prepare students to think differently and use the knowledge and the information that they have been getting in the classroom to solve real life problem or problems, plural, problem or problems. That is our main objective. We have also some few specific objectives that I would like just to remind you in your mind. Will help every student, whether you are a slow learner, you are intermediate learner, you are faster learner, to understand mathematics and the science and advanced physics and advanced chemistry, right? For this case, that will be helping you to understand advanced mathematics and basic applied mathematics, so that you have to pass. It means you'll have you'll have excellent performance in your advanced certificate secondary education examination. That's one of our specific objectives. Our second specific objective, we like to see our students, they really get certificates, means they graduate, or they graduate advanced secondary education. That's our second specific objective. But our third specific objective, we want to make sure that we link this advanced secondary education with undergraduate or bachelor, okay? Bachelor educations in science courses, engineering courses, social science courses, in different perspectives. So we want to link between these two educational levels, which are very important in economics of our nation. Well, advanced subjects are common worldwide. So these contents might be used in any country of Africa. These contents might be used in any continent in the world. But the primary focus for these contents is by using the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. So I don't need to go into too much detail. Maybe now you're beginning to concentrate to listen to what Olenjolai is present. That's good. Go onto our YouTube channels and then find the video which has been titled Session 00, the general introductions of basic applied mathematics, when I've explained a lot of information concerning about introductions, how you can join, how you can register yourself, what should we expect, what are the topics that we have to cover in basic applied mathematics. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you have to cover there. So now I would like to spend a few minutes just to welcome in one of our departments. We have 3 departments right now. Possibly there's another one, the first one we are going to add soon. One of the departments is called the Departments of Advanced Mathematics. There we teach 4 subjects. Advanced Mathematics Form 5, Advanced Mathematics Form 6, Basic Applied Mathematics Form 5, and Basic Applied Mathematics Form 6. When you say Form 5, in other countries they call Class 13, and in other countries Form 6 they call it Class 12, Class 14, right? So today we have the 3rd topic, which is called Algebra, and session 1 I want to teach you the general introductions of 40 of Algebra, right? Again, in these general introductions, I would like to remind you some few things that I have shared with you, or I think that I should go to the blackboards and then come back to present to you. So the quick review of the previous session, right? Quick review of previous session, which was session 00, General Introductions of Basically Applied Mathematics. First of all, I declared the vision of 40 of Tanzania online advanced secondary schools to ASO, right? And then I declared the problem statement. What problems am I solving? Problem statement, right? And how am I going to solve it? Problem statement. And then I presented how you can registration, right? Registrations, online registrations, how you can register yourself. Again, I declared about, in case you want to offer your Thanksgiving, right? It means that you can offer your Thanksgiving, right? So this program, Thanksgiving offering. So I've explained that we have 2 ways. I will touch about this part. But again, I shared with you the big picture. What is big picture in my mind? Because God has put big picture of basic applied mathematics. So you as my beloved students have to share. Again, I shared with you, or I presented to you, reference books, reference textbooks and materials, right, that you need to learn basic applied mathematics. Again, and finally, I shared with you the topics, 11 topics that you have to cover of basic applied mathematics. So before even I go into too much details, I want to show you. I told you that you need to have reference book. Every serious students, these programs for the serious students should have this book, right? This book is titled the Basic Applied Mathematics for Advanced Level Secondary School Students book, Form 5 and Form 6. Very fantastic. This is the inverse of the matrix. This is integration. This is the statistic, right? Mean of the statistical data. This is the curve, right? This is C dash, so derivative of the function. This is the curve. This is summation, right? This is another curve. This is a derivative, first principle, we call it. This is sine rule. You see, this is, okay, log of B, log of B, log of, is this logarithmic, right? And it has been prepared by Tanzania Institute of Education, TIE. This is the authority that prepared. It's a very interesting book. In case that you need this book, well, so you have to make sure that you go onto descriptions of this video, and then you'll see how much does it cost you. We can ship in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. So this is the textbook that you need. Again, you need a scientific calculator. This is Casio Functions 981. So you need this scientific calculator. I will show you, and we'll be using in all the 11 topics, or learnings all the 11 topics. So in case you need it, read the descriptions. You'll see how much does it cost you, and we can ship it in ends. The first reference material that I told you, the syllabus, should have this syllabus in your hands. Okay, the United Republic of Tanzania Basic Applied Mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education from 5 to Form 6, prepared by the TIE. In case also you need a book like this, or you need a copy of this book, go on, read the descriptions of this video. You'll see how much does it cost you, and even the shipping cost. Again, you need a question and answer book. For example, this is called Basic Applied Mathematics Review, Problems and Solutions from 2001 to 2016. So you see how questions of Basic Applied Mathematics are asked. So let us now go to the general introductions of algebra. So before we go to the general introductions of algebra, that I would like us to say this sentence, and I would like us to quote a sentence which has been declared, because this is the general introductions of algebra and general introductions of the of the everything there. So say that in, okay, so we say that in refer basic applied mathematics syllabus, right? Syllabus, and this is page 4. Okay, page 4. So it's saying like this one. So let me quote. Basic applied mathematics, in short you call it BAM, right? Is a subsidiary. So it's a subsidiary, because subsidiary, this is the subject description, subsidiary subject in advanced secondary education. In advanced secondary education. Okay? And then say that the subject is offered to the Form 5 and Form 6 students who are not studying advanced mathematics and who need mathematics as a tool for mastering the contents in the year subject combinations. So let me write this sentence, very powerful sentence. So the subject, which subject? Basic applied mathematics, right? So is offered or is taught to Form 6, Form 5, and Form 6, right? Form 6 is students who are not studying advanced mathematics, right? Advanced mathematics, okay? Advanced mathematics. So another sentence is that these students needs mathematics, the students need mathematics as the tool. Make sure that you have the syllabus, okay, as the tool for mastery. So you need mathematics as the tool for mastery. They are mastering the content, okay, in what? In the content in the year core subjects, in the year core subject combination, core subjects combination. So in the year core subject combination. So that is all about BAM. So we say that the BAM will be compulsory for students studying one or more of the following subjects. So we say that in another sentence, this is not the end of the quote. BAM, Basic Applied Mathematics, is a compulsory, it's not an elective subject. A compulsory subject for students who are studying the following combinations. So if you are studying combinations, if you are studying any of these combinations, you need to master the subject that's called Basic Applied Mathematics in order for you to understand the contents of your core subjects, right? So it means that the first combination is PCB. PCB means advanced, you will be studying advanced physics, advanced chemistry, and advanced biology. The second combination is CBG. You will be studying three subjects: advanced chemistry, advanced biology, and advanced geography. And the third combination is CBA. You'll be studying three advanced subjects. The first one, advanced chemistry. The second one is advanced biology. and then advanced agriculture. The first combination is CBN. So if you wish to study CBN, C stands for advanced chemistry, B stands for advanced biology, N stands for home studies, means nutrition. And then the fifth C combination is HGE student. HGE, this is advanced, you'll be studying advanced history, advanced geography, and advanced economics. So in geography and economics, you need mathematics, especially in economics, because we have economical mathematics. So we'll be teaching you to think economically in terms of mathematics, because in economics, we can use mathematics to model some real-life problems in economics. So we want you to be competent in economics. And remember that you don't have a good backgrounds in economics, because in ordinary secondary educations in our country, students don't study economics. However, it's a very important subject that for myself as Olenjolai, if I would like just to be asked that you recommend or restructure the curriculums or the educational system from nursery to university, it means every student, the subject of economics and finance should be a compulsory subject from nursery schools to the PhD studies, regardless of which course that you are studying. Then the sixth combinations is called the ECA. Okay, so in abbreviations we call it ECA. So what is ECA? E stands for economics, C stands for commerce, and A stands for advanced accounting. So this is advanced economics, advanced commerce, advanced accounts. So all these, if you'll be studying one of these combinations, then the subject of BAM is compulsory. So the subject of BAM is compulsory. So it's not, so we say that it's compulsory, right? This is a compulsory subject. Subject of basic applied mathematics is compulsory for the students who are studying these combinations. And the grades for BAMs, the good news is from A to F. Okay, so that is the general overview, that these contents belongs to who. So if you have any of your friend who is studying those combinations, right? And if you have any of your young brother or young sister or a family member who is studying either of these combinations, then I want to tell you that this material will be relevant for them. And don't worry, don't be frustrated about the contents of basic applied mathematics. God has sent me to help you, regardless of your backgrounds in mathematics. The only thing that I need that you are ready to be taught, you are ready to be transformed, you are serious, you are ready to be taught to be serious, you love mathematics, right? And even if you don't love, even if that you are lacking those activities, God will be building step to step, because it's a long time process. So whether that you are at pure artist, don't worry. You want to study ECA, you want to study HGE, don't be confused about basic applied mathematics. God will be with you and God will be with me to deliver all more than what you need to cover. That's what I gave you a promise in the presence of the Lord. So, that is the general overview called the syllabus. But again, you need another piece of information from the syllabus, right? And then this piece of information, I want now to present to you we call them, okay? So, just to remind these students, so basic applied mathematics, Form 5, okay? For Form 5, okay, according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania, and even in some other countries such as India and United States of America, you have to cover the following topic. The first topic that we are going to teach you is called the calculating device. Calculating device, very important devices, where I will be teaching you about scientific calculator, and even to introduce to you about computers. Big, the huge and advanced calculating device. The second topic that we'll be teaching you during your educations of the Form 5 is called the function. And the third topic is algebra, which I want to do the general introductions today. And the first topic, after teaching algebra, I'll be teaching you the topic called the differentiation. For instance, differentiation, right? Differentiation. And the fifth topic is called the integration, right? Integration. And the sixth topic is called the statistics. Just to statistics. Just to give you the overview. I'm also teaching advanced physics, and I'm also teaching advanced chemistry. When I'll be teaching advanced physics from mechanics, all the 11 topics of mechanics, all the 3 topics of heating, all the 4 topics of wave, all the 5 topics of of electrostatics, and even other topics of current, electricity, modern physics, or we call it atomic physics, electromagnetism, and electronics, you will see applications of mathematics. Also in chemistry, we have mainly 7 topics. But in physics, when I'll be teaching about physical chemistry, especially chemical kinetics, when I'll be teaching to derive the first order equations or derive the second order equations, then we'll need to employ the concepts of differentiations and integration. So these contents are very important. So it means that differentiation, integrations, even statistics, and solving simultaneous equations, and etc., and even dealing with some functions that will be common in science subjects. Okay? Science subjects. Okay. So then now I want to take you into subtopics. So I want to teach you algebra today, subtopics of algebra, of the third topic, that's called algebra. Okay, algebra. Subtopics of algebra, and these subtopics I want to mention them according to the syllabus, to the basic applied syllabus, BAM in the abbreviations, basic applied syllabus, right? Syllabus for advanced education. For advanced education, okay? Educations from 5 to Form 6, okay? in TANZANIA. So we say that according so, and hence you have to refer. I want to mention a page for you because you must have this book. You must have a syllabus, right? For you to understand and enjoy basic applied mathematics, you must have a syllabus book. That I recommend to you. You have to make sure that you order it online. You read the descriptions, click the show buttons, you see the descriptions of how much does it cost you and what the shipping cost you. I can ship it to any in a regions in the United Republic of Tanzania. So the topic of algebra has been explained in page 12 to page 12, from page 12 up to page 16, right? Up to page 16. So you have to refer. So we'll be giving you piece of information, and some of the information I will leave for you to write on your own hands from this national book, right? So this is the national program. These contents might be used in any and anywhere at any time at the coordinates of this program. So we say that there are 3 subtopics. There are 3 subtopics of 40 of algebra according to the syllabus. These are: the first subtopic We call it a simultaneous equation. Call it a simultaneous equations. Simultaneous equations. Say simultaneous equations. Okay, simultaneous equation. The second subtopic, which we have to teach you, we are recommended to teach you finite and infinite. Okay, finite and infinite series. Very interesting subtopic. The third topic we have to teach you, the topic we call the ratios and variation. It's called ratio and variations. Pure. Ratios and variation. So ratio and variation. Okay, and variations. Ratios and the variations. That they said. Then, after presenting to you the 3 subtopics or 40 subtopics of algebra, then now I want to explain to you specific objectives that Tanzania Institute of Education and even educational system of United Republic of Tanzania want a student to achieve after covering each subtopic. So the next part now, I want to present before you the specific objectives. Specific objectives of what? Of each subtopic. Of each subtopic. Right? According to what? According to the syllabus. So basically apply the mathematics syllabus in abbreviations. So, we have how many subtopics? 3 subtopics. Okay? I'm always praying for my online and even my physical students. I ask you who is watching this video right now also to pray for me. Make sure that I do this business effectively. So let us begin with 3.21, specifically objectives. So let me present to you specific objectives of the first topic, which is simultaneous equation. Simultaneous equation according to the syllabus. So let me quote. Want to quote, or want to write in my own words, I want to quote. So let me quote. By the end, the syllabus says that, page 12, by the end of this subtopic, end of this subtopic, the student should be able to so there are 2 specific objectives that the student has to achieve. I'll mention one, and one I leave at the homework for you to write on your own when you have this syllabus book. First of all, you as a student, you should be able to form simultaneous, not to solve first, this simultaneous equation from what? From this equation involving 2 unknowns. Involving 2 unknowns from word problems. So by the end of the first subtopic, by the end of simultaneous equation, you as a student, you should be able to form simultaneous equations. When we say simultaneous, it's more than one. Simultaneous equations of two unknowns, not three unknowns, not four unknowns, not five unknowns. We'll cover them when we touch on topics about matrices as one of the Form 6 topic. We'll be thinking about how we can solve a simultaneous equation with three unknowns, but for this level of two unknowns, and thence involving sort of two unknowns from what word problem. So you'll be given a problem in Word. So you have to read that problem, understand it clearly, then you have to formulate the simultaneous equation, right? Then there is the second specific objective labeled in this syllabus as what? As B. So this, you get it in page 12. So make sure that you have a copy of this book or the book itself beside you so that you can open page 12 and fill the blank for the second specific objective. I know that some of the students, they say, no, sir, please mention or even dictate. No, God didn't give me permission to do that. He told me that this, once there are two specific objectives, I'll mention one, and the rest, and the other one, students has to write on their hands to make them active. Then now, I would like to take you into specific objective, okay, into specific objectives, okay, specific objectives of what? Of the second subtopic. There you have to achieve only two specific objectives, and I will help you to achieve these two, beyond of these two specific objectives, right? Beyond, okay? Of the second subtopic, which is called the finite and what? And infinite. Finite and the infinite series. Finite and infinite series. Let me cut. By the end of this subtopic, which subtopic? By the end of learning finite and infinite series, you who is watching, the student, should be able to do the following. Should be able, among that is page 13 now. Define finite and the infinite series. Should be able to define finite, say finite, and the infinite series. Okay, so you should be able, I will teach you how to define finite series and how defines infinite series. Then here we have a student should achieve three specific objectives. So the second one, you have to fill the blank, and you should have this book, and you copy it from page 13. The third specific objective, which you'll find in the 14th page. There are four specific objectives, not three. So in this subtopic, there are four specific objectives that the students has to achieve at the end of learning the concepts of finite and infinite series. So the third specific objective, the student should be able to calculate. I will teach you on how to calculate sum of what? Sum of finite series. Sum of finite series, okay, for arithmetic progression and the geometric progression series. I will help you. And hence, the fourth specific objective, you will find this fourth specific objective on page 14 of the basic applied mathematics syllabus for advanced secondary education from 6E, page 14, right? So I will help you to achieve at the end of this topic we'll be able to calculate the sum of the finite series for symmetric progressions and geometric progressions of the series. Okay, so that is 3.2. Then you have the last subtopic, 3.3. I want now, ladies and gentlemen, to present specific objectives that the syllabus of the United Republic of Tanzania recommend for the students to achieve specific objective of the said subtopic. This said subtopic is, we call it in mathematics, ratio and variations. If ratio and variation, get prepared to love mathematics for the rest of your life. Right? So specific objectives of 40 of ratio and variation. And here I presented to you, or yes, I presented to you specific objective of the second subtopic that called the finite and infinite series in basic applied mathematics. If you are joining me right now, you're warmly welcome. My name is Olenjolai. I'm here to train, to teach you in different approach by using different methodology, different techniques, to teach you basic applied mathematics for advanced students. I don't know everything about basic applied mathematics. I know small portions of it, but I'm ready to teach present and future generations. So stay connected. Okay? So specific objectives of ratio and variations are the following. So let me quote. This is the end of the quote. So if you fill the blanks, it will be the end of the quote. And even here, this is the end of the first quote. I would like to make the second quote. The syllabus say that by the end, and this is page, now we are in page 15. By the end of this subtopic, which subtopic? Subtopic of 40 of ratio and variations, which we introduced it to you for the first time during your Form 1 educations. By the end of this subtopic, you, the student, you should be able, okay, should be able to define, should be able to apply ratios in solving daily life problems. I like this specific objective because my intentions here is to see students that they are solving real life problems. Apply ratios in solving, right? Apply ratios in solving daily life problems. In solving daily life problems. Daily life problems. That is A. B, leave the blank, then you complete it. Where will you get the contents? Page 15. Right? How many specific objectives are here? We have 3 specific objectives. So now I go for C. I said the specific objective, we have to make sure that the students should be able to solve problems, okay? And I'll make sure that you achieve all of these specific objectives, and even if you may go beyond, okay? Involving variations. When you'll be doing the advanced certificate secondary education examination of basic applied mathematics, I want all my students to smile in the exams, that this is the simplest exams than ever. Okay, simplest exams than all other exams that you've done. So then, this is the end of my third quote, and at the end of presentations of subtopics and specific objective in each subtopic of basic applied mathematics. Good news. In case also you want to offer freewheeling sense-giving offering, whether at the beginnings of the session, whether in between when you're taking a particular session, whether at the end of the session, whether you are not even taking any session, but you want to say, I want to offer God my free willing thanksgiving for what He brought in my house, in my car, in my place, in my regions, from the far place, and these are worth worthy in life. It's very expensive if I will charge you to pay for this, for the programs that I'll be doing in Tanzania online advanced in secondary school. But God said that offer me a thanksgiving offering. So I'm offering my thanksgiving offering to God, who has given me a gift of teaching, and He built teaching in me. I am a teaching, and teaching is me. So it's just like flying built in the birds. Birds, they don't attend the flying schools. It means that attends the training schools in order for them to fly. They are born when the flying is built in them. Similarly to me, I was born when teaching is built in me. So this is the very important and essential components of my life. And I used to tell my students that I will never retire to teach. I will be teaching until the end of my life in this planet Earth. Right? So that is. So in case you want to offer your thanksgiving, your free willing thanksgiving offering, you are welcome. It will be received to pay the running cost for this program. It's very expensive. It's very expensive to do the multimedia activities, to prepare the sessions, to have electricity, to pay for the internet. There are various costs which I term them in general running cost. God didn't allow me how much does it cost to tell you how much does it cost in a month. But He just told me that to invite you. He's seeing you right now. He's seeing that in your heart that you are ready. Offer Him. Don't offer to me. I have nothing to give you. But God has everything to give you for the rest of physical and spiritual life. Then, now let me take you on to a very interesting part. This is every teacher should make sure that he or she's going through it himself or herself. And the next part, I call it, after presenting all of those informations, concepts of algebra. So let me presenting concept. This is according to Olenjolai. Concepts of 40 of algebra that I'll be teaching you. Concepts of algebra, right? For Dorothy, for basic applied mathematics in Form 5. Okay? Because I used to teach algebra for the Form 1. I used to teach algebra for the Form 2. I used to teach algebra in basic applied mathematics. I used to teach algebra in advanced mathematics. I used to teach algebra for ordinary diploma students, first year ordinary diploma students. I used to teach algebra also to the undergraduate students in the modules called the linear algebra, for instance, in University of Dodoma, and also I used to teach algebra in the modules that call the matrices and the basic calculus in University of Dar es Salaam, right? So concepts of algebra for the BAM from 6. So the following are the content. Because the set topic, I'll be using the notations of 3.1. The first concept that I'll be teaching you, which I'm teaching you right now, is, I call it a general introduction. Not general introductions of BAM, general introduction of 40 of algebra, which I've already spent some minutes to teach you. General introductions of 40 of algebra. Okay? The next concept that I have to teach you, about formulating, okay, as one of the specific objective. Okay, formulating, I'll be teaching you formulating and solving. Not only formulating and solving, right? And solving simultaneous equation. So all of these concepts will be integrated in your mind to cover all the specific objects that require simultaneous, right? Solving simultaneous equations, right? Simultaneous equations. solving linear or simultaneous linear equations, right? So you can even add here the word linear. And then the third concept that I'll teach you, solving simultaneous equation with linear and quadratic equation. I'll be teaching you how you can solving simultaneous, not form, will be given, no need for you to form, be given in form of the equations. Solving simultaneous, okay, simultaneous equation, okay, equations involving what? Involving linear and what? And quadratic equation. Linear and quadratic equations. Linear and quadratic equations. The first topic is called I'll teach you the concepts that I'll teach you the concept I call the finite and infinite series. So introduction, I'll introduce to you, but it won't be introduction, okay. General introduction. Introductions of finite, because we introduced you in the topic called sequence and series of the form series, which is the first topic. Introductions of finite and what? And the infinite series, right? Infinite series. So you will see that this topic of algebra is a combination of two topics. You'll see it. Okay, 3.5, sequence and series and algebra. Okay. The next concept I will teach you about the n stem and the sum. Teach about the n stem. So the n stem, how you can find the n stem and sum of arithmetic progression, of an arithmetic progression. Remember from the prerequisite of algebra, I mentioned the three topics which are prerequisite of this topic of algebra, right? And in case that you are lacking these three prerequisite, okay, n stem and sum of an arithmetic progressions. Then the sixth concept that I'll teach you also the corresponding concept, but in another progression, the n stem. Say n stem. The n stem, how you can find the n stem and sum of what? Of geometric progression. Then the next concept afterward, I'll teach you the concept that we call it in mathematics infinite geometric progression. So I'll teach you the concept that infinite, we call it in maths, infinite geometric. So infinite geometric progression. Finite geometric progression. Okay? Geometric progressions, or we call it GP. Then the eighth concept that will teach you compound interest, which is a revisions of what we taught you during your Form 3, and the materials are still there. Compound interest, okay? Compound interest, okay? So compound interest, is it compound interest? So let me check quickly. Possibly I made a mistake in spelling, okay? So spelling, so finite geometric progression, compound interest, so I didn't do any mistake. So the ninth topic, or the ninth concept that I will teach you is called I'll teach you the concept we call variations. Say variations. Okay? No, this is the tense, okay? Don't worry about the interchange. The last concept I will teach you about ratio. Okay? And then the last concept that I'll be teaching you in every part is problem solving. So we'll be solving problem solving in algebra. Okay, so we'll be solving problem in every part or 40 of algebra. So another concept I'll be teaching you slowly, step to step. I know that this is the subsidiary subject for every student who taking the 6 combinations that I've mentioned: PCB, CBG, CBN, CBA, ECA, and the HGE. I'll be teaching you in different styles. You will enjoy basic applied mathematics even possibly more than your core subject, except for those that will be teaching them advanced physics and advanced chemistry. Okay, so we say that prerequisite of basic applied mathematics. So we say that generally, okay, the prerequisite depend what? Prerequisite of what? Of basic applied mathematics is like the prerequisite of advanced mathematics, right? Okay, is what? Basic mathematics. Basic mathematics from what? From 1 to Form 4. So simply, you know that, because you know basic mathematics from 1 to the Form 4. Even if that you got teachers who didn't teach you well, it's not a time for you to get confused. There's a redemption right now. There's a light. I have a special YouTube channel that called a special online school that called the Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, when I train students basic applied mathematics, physics from 1 to Form 4, and even chemistry from 1 to Form 4. So basic mathematics from 1 to Form 4 I used to teach. So if you forgot any of those material, then all the materials now are at your hand. They have been explained in a simple language so that you won't waste much of the time, and you'll be learning materials which are essential and we need them for the present and future of your life. So this is the general prerequisite of BAM. So again, we say that the prerequisite now, or the topic, right? Prerequisite of algebra. Okay, algebra in basic applied mathematics is three topics of 40 of basic mathematics. And these 3 topics, these are the first one is algebra Form 1, right? So algebra Form 1, and this is the seventh chapter. The second one, also you need some concept in algebra Form 2, right? Form 2. Okay, this is the second chapter in Form 2, basic applied mathematics Form 2. Thirdly, you need also, it might be even more than 50% of this topic, depends on the sequence and series. And this is Form 3 topic. It's a 50 topic. So for you, if you forgot those material, we ask you that to refer, mean that refer our YouTube channel, that is called the Tanzania, capital letter, Tanzania, online, level O-level secondary school. Okay? O-level secondary school in square bracket Olenjolai. Olenjolai. So this is for O-level. So you just to change A, because for A level you have A level. Just to replace A with O. Then you are done. Then you find. So even the general concepts of algebra, and these general concepts that we call them, what is algebra, what are the branches of algebra, you'll find them there, right? You'll find them in this concept, right? So just to give you the general overview, right? We say that types of algebra, or we say that, how do we call it? Classifications of algebra. Let me just see classifications of algebra. Let me just see motivate you. In maths, in mathematics, there are two types, or we say that two classes of algebra. Okay, algebra. In mathematics and even, yes, of algebra. These are, the first one, we call it the ordinary algebra. And this is what I will be teaching, ordinary algebra. The second ones, we call it the Boolean algebra. So this will cover it if you pursue a diploma program in engineering or science, or undergraduate programs in this university in what? So it means that in engineering or science courses. So we won't even touch this subject. This is the subject itself. So there are people who have PhD in only specializing in this area. Okay? So we can focus on ordinary algebra. So we say that in this subject, okay, when we learn, we'll be solving so many questions. We learn ordinary algebra. Ordinary algebra. Won't touch Boolean algebra. So with that concept now, we can have a general definition, right? We can have now a question, fundamental question. This is question 1. What is ordinary algebra? Okay? What is ordinary algebra? Okay? What is ordinary algebra? Just want to give you a big picture. So when we meet, or in session 2, we'll be starting the second concept. So algebra, this is a very famous and very interesting branch of mathematics. I found 2 definitions which I want to present to you and end these sessions in soon. So algebra is a study. So algebra is a study of mathematical symbols. Okay, mathematical symbols and the rules. Okay, rules for manipulating these symbols. When we hear the word algebra, then this should be in your mind. For manipulating these symbols. That's the first definition. Let me give you the second one, and then I will explain to you. Algebra is the branch of mathematics. It's the oldest branch of 40 of mathematics. It's the oldest branch of mathematics, which originated in Asia, in which letters, this branch of mathematics, in which letters and other general generals are used to represent numbers. Representing numbers and quantities. In formula and the equations. Formulas and equations. So let me explain. Let's mention the 5 branches of algebra, itself, so that we'll end this session. Algebra is a study of mathematical symbols, or ordinary algebra. Ordinary algebra is what we call algebra. So in here, algebra we mean about ordinary algebra. When we want to mention about Boolean algebra, we have to begin with the first word Boolean. So it's a study of mathematical symbols and the rules for manipulating these symbols. That is. So it's a study of mathematical symbols. You have so many mathematical symbols, and then you have some rules to manipulate these symbols. Okay? Manipulate these symbols. Or in other words, algebra is the branch of mathematics. Very important keyword, branch of maths, in which letters and the other generals such as sigma notations are used to present numbers and quantities in formula and equations. So we'll be having simultaneous equations. That's all about algebra. We'll be having some formulas, general formulas, substitution method. So those are the formulas, okay? Which will be representing the informations or numbers by using letters. In case you want to go into deep in these general introductions of algebra and how do we convert arithmetic equations into algebraic expressions or algebraic equations, you have to make sure that you watch session 2, session 2 of general introduction session 2 of algebra in the channel that I have given you for O-level studies. I don't want to go into too much details because I'll be losing the focus, and even I'll be giving you information which you can quickly review them online. They are still all the information, so I have explained in detail. I spent almost more than 30 minutes to explain the general introductions of ordinary algebra. So again, we say that branches of algebra, okay? Branches of algebra. So there are 5 branches, or there are 5 different branches of algebra, right? In maths, in mathematics, there are 5 branches of algebra. And these branches, the first one, we call it, these are, okay, linear, we call it elementary, and this is the branch that will be teaching you in basic applied mathematics. So elementary algebra, say elementary algebra. So start to love it. And the second one, which you'll be covering or you'll be learning when you go to undergraduate courses in science or engineering, this is called the linear algebra. Okay, then you have another branch that's called the advanced. This will cover in the first year, advanced algebra, and the fourth branch we call it abstract algebra. And the fifth one, we have another branch we call it commutative. Communicative algebra. Communicative algebra. So how many branches of algebra do you have? 5. First one, elementary algebra, that we are going to cover. The second one is what? Linear algebra. The third one is advanced algebra. The fourth one is abstract algebra. And the last one is what? Communicative algebra. So we say that in this subject, which subject? This subject of basic applied mathematics, we will learn, I want to give you boundaries. We learn only elementary algebra. Means only elementary algebra. Okay? Elementary algebra. So, to end this session, fantastic session, let me leave you the homework for you. This is homework 01, and this is the question. What is simultaneous? What is simultaneous equation? We know that you know how to solve it. But what does it mean? So make sure that you define it before you join me in session 2, when I'll be taking you to the next concept now, which is forming and solving simultaneous linear equations. Don't miss it. I invite you. I would like to thank God who have been with me in preparations of this session, and I would like also to thank God who have been with me in teaching of this session. And I really appreciate about your physical participation, your active participations and serious participation. I would like to remind you that make sure that you watch session 00, the general introductions of basic applied mathematics from 5 to Form 6, in order to get more information. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to read the descriptions in case that you want to order the books. Don't forget to share these contents. Don't forget to invite your friends. Don't forget to do the homework. Don't forget to ask you questions. Don't forget to tell me that you are learning this material from which school, from which region, from which district, from which zone, from which country, from which continent. Tell me in the comment sections. I'll be happy understanding. Don't forget also to give me the feedback whether you have understood what I've introduced, and ask you questions as well as you can. May God bless you abundantly. I'll be keep on praying for you so that we shall be together in session 2, where that I will be teaching you the subtopic that which I've already mentioned, forming and solving simultaneous linear equations. I know that you possibly have forgotten them. That's not, don't worry about that. So I'll remind you quickly, and we'll be solving some problems, and then you enjoy the life of basic applied mathematics. May God bless you, and remember that God has a vision for you, and you came in this world purposefully to solve a particular problem. So don't waste much of your time. It's a time to find your unique problems that nobody can solve rather than you in your community, in this country of United Republic of Tanzania, or even in another country, or in your own country, regardless of your current status. May God bless you.